Prime Minister Winston Churchill. Well, actually, this is a deep fake of my voice. What could our enemies have done with this technology? Deep fakes are a major emerging cyber threat, and we are all likely to experience attacks using this technology. Our voices and images are easily accessible on social media, podcasts, and YouTube. So it is really a matter of when, not if, this happens. This new training module will teach you to spot deepfakes using inconsistencies in facial movements and dialogue and best practices for validating content before sharing or acting on it. Thank you.
Unseen Islands of the AA Archipelago. ماذا يجب أن أقول؟ Crier sur un mur de briques.
Should we make a little introduction on why we're here? So the work we've chosen to present today is strictly work in progress because we think it's quite important to see a project before it is taken a specific direction. We are often confronted with the work of our peers only in project review when the narrative is already written and the drawings are polished, but we think it can spark a lot of thoughts to see something that's not quite clear yet and not concise in a way. I guess the booklet was made for a table or a jury, so it looks finished from an outsider's point of view, but I felt like, for the student, I can only define from our conversation. He subjectively doesn't think it's finished, which is also this idea of finished, I guess. If the project has 3 months, 3 more months, and another term, then this project could go on, and he would explore various directions. But then, because there is a deadline, then he has to finish. Then we all have the stress to finish for a deadline, I guess.
I will live up to this. Sorry.
So, in the previous session we were talking about exhibiting work in progress. I think this kind of discussion kind of reflects the idea of work in progress, sort of open conversation, and it's open to different possibilities. So it benefits everyone in a way. It benefits the students making the projects because they can see their work in a way that they have never seen it before, and they can embrace the criticisms and make the project more rich in a way. I think it's a really good way for other people to learn about other people's projects, because when you reach out to people you gather more details instead of a casual conversation in school on the terrace. How's the project going? Do you really learn anything about a project, or is it just a catch-up?
We asked an ethical hacker, what is a business email compromise attack, and how could you perform them against our employees? Here's what they said.
One of the easiest ways to steal money from an organization is to target an employee and trick them into sending us the money directly. As an attacker, it's our job to identify the different ways to do this. We found that the 2 most successful ways of doing this are sending an employee an email that impersonates a member.
I think it's quite funny that when we have asked him about his project, he showed us someone else's project and he didn't explain how it was related. He just liked this and that, therefore this. In a previous discussion, a student was complaining that work was overworked. Too many models, too many drawings, and I remember with John Fraser once saying if he had a job as a caretaker, say at the AA, what he would do every night, and I quote, he would de-render excessively loud drawings. That he thought could act as a disguise to what the fundamental idea might be. which is interesting because I can't even discern in this highly finished model and glossy booklet what the fundamental idea might be, which could possibly be conveyed in just a few lines. The motto of the caretaker shall be, take care. Oh, to read that, yeah. And I think it is quite good if we misunderstand the project a little bit, and if anyone has questions about the project, you should ask us, even though it's not our project, and we'll probably get it wrong, and I think that's probably a good thing. That's a bit douchant, isn't it? Misunderstanding leads to new conclusions. Is that a water tank?
Maybe stand for one and we'll see.
There used to be a water tank number 37.
Yeah.
This is actually from 38.
I think that also I was denied entry into her jury, which is incorrect. I think we should all be able to attend people's juries, needless as if they are diploma, intermediate or postgrad. Do you think that being clear as a student is a good thing? It's virtuous. Where does the virtue in being clear lie? We purposely chose work that is in progress, so maybe it is not completely clear yet. He put a lot of emphasis on that. He aims for a concept that is clear, concise, and just that. He doesn't want to delve into the little questions that might arise on the side. He just wants to present one thing.
Do I? You're dapping away from
Sorry.
the
Daphne, stop running. I need to get filmed. We just walk, walk, walk.
The day at this like training, you call CJ. Yeah. He goes like, I can't remember.
Do you want to talk about how you got the work, or how about you came about finding someone's work to present? Oh yes, originally I wanted to find some students' work from diploma, because looking around here today, none of us here are from a diploma unit, except me, the person who had originally agreed to give me a bit of his work rejected me at the very last moment because he didn't feel comfortable in sharing because he was not ready. Also, same with the students' work I got from intermediate. The work I got from her, you can see, is very complete. There is nothing there in progress to be shared.
Hard at work. I love how the sound is going to be cut out, so I'm narrating for actually no one.
How's it going?
Poor girl.
No? Yeah, right. I think it's the same size. It's two.
We're only at the beginning of our awareness of how sentient and powerful plants are. We don't really understand the genesis of life on the planet, how intricately connected it is to forms of plant life. Like if you take them into your body and you talk with them in an altered state of consciousness, you realise that these plants are conscious. They are elders in a sense. Some of the unexplored dimensions of life on Earth are to do with what we know and what we're about to learn from other forms of life, in particular plant life. So we talk about seeing people's work, and obviously we see each other's work in projects review. But I don't know about you guys, maybe I just have attention issues, but it is like so much over visual stimulation. Like I cannot understand any person's project because it's like, oh, another model, I should see another model, another poster. So I think we really need to find ways to see and listen to other people's work in an individual setting, because project review doesn't cut it for me.